And Arsenic was, of course, a very big time for me because it was like my first lead role ever. It's mic number 1. It was mic number 1.
Like Uno.
And that was it taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about like responsibility and such because I had to learn so many lines and so much blocking. And
what I thought was weird about Arsenic was y'all started rehearsals, and then you had a big break, you had Christmas break, and then
3 weeks
back.
off.
Was that difficult?
That was so hard because I am a lazy person by nature.
Yeah.
And so during Christmas break, I was enjoying Christmas, and I completely forgot about Arsenic, and I came back, and I was like, oh, crap. And I paid for it. I did. I didn't have a completely good run-through without some kind of, like, gaping hole, like, in my lines until the day before my first performance. So I probably should have prepared better, but I think I pulled it out pretty nicely.
All right. So now we're going to go to some... I have more questions about the season. Okay. What was your favorite moment in Arsenic and Blaze?
Arsenic. Couch breaking. Couch breaking and the couch jokes they were definitely my favorite moment in Arsenic.
For those who don't know,
they were so funny.
During an in-school performance, there was a point in Arsenic and Old Lace where
Einstein and Jonathan have to fall back.
Two young, quite thin gentlemen.
They get scared and they have to fall back onto a couch, and the couch just snaps.
We had this lovely antique couch that belonged to my great-grandmother, and it
broke.
It completely snapped.
During our first performance, it broke.
And so, in the darkness, we had to replace it with a couch from the drama room. And we then had we had a lovely, was it Mr. Green?
Who fixed it?
Yeah.
It was DeForest.
Yeah, someone came, yeah.
It was DeForest.
Okay, he came, I just remember a white-haired man coming in
DeForest.
and fixing this. Mr. Barrett came in and he, stabilized it, or we thought, and then we did the second performance, and it broke again. But the first performance, they came in and made some couch jokes related to the change of couch.
Those
I think my favorite was Officer O'Hara came and said, I didn't know you got a new couch.
Yeah, he was trying to break me. He was trying so hard. Like, he looked me dead in the eyes, and I was like,
Okay, who do you think was the most surprising performer in Parade?
In Parade?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you pulled it out pretty well. You pulled it way out. I expected as much from Josh. I expected him to pull that out.
We all knew.
I did expect it from you, but I was still pleasantly surprised. I didn't know you would do as much as you did. Nihal pulled it out so well by the end.
Nihal was a genuine surprise all
Sheridan Fromm
was
great, unexpectedly. Like, I knew she could sing, I knew she could act, but I was like, oh, okay. I think we were all pretty surprising. I didn't know we could pull off, such dark, depressing stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't, because we'd never really, this group of people hadn't really had to do that before. So.
Forum.
No, Forum.
Annie, not so much.
Annie.
Not feeling it.
So.
And did you have any personal mishaps in musical that you'd like to share?
Personal mishaps. My umbrella flew open all the time. I hit so many who's in the face with my umbrella. The towers. Greg and I had such a tough time in those towers. We were literally laying all over each other because they were so small. We had to fit 3 people up there.
Again, for those who don't know, the set of Seussical was 2 towers, and then there was holes at the top of the towers where you had windows, and you had to pop out, and it was terrible for your diaphragm because it was on a slant.
Sing like this.
And then there was always needed to be 2 people up there, and
you couldn't be seen, and it was a huge window, and you couldn't be seen, and of course my hair was this tall, so you would always see a bit of my hair.
To get out of the tower, Erin was point out my head, get up. I had to go
That was awesome. A time.
Okay, now we're going to go into our general Broadway questions. Who is your Broadway idol and why?
I've thought about this a lot. Because I would have to say, I keep speaking in really generic terms, my Broadway idol is really any child that is starring on Broadway. Because if you had put me up there at 9, 10, 12 years old, no.
Yeah.
That would not have happened. at all. Like they're like the level of talent that like comes from these children and how like professional they are. You never see them like in the middle of a show like throwing fits or like forgetting their lines or like and just standing there.
Yeah.
And they do like their own makeup and everyone loves them and they're and props to the kids.
Yeah.
Props to the Broadway kids.
Put it out there. That's awesome. Do you have any dream role or roles?
Okay, I have a question on this question. Is this a dream role that I could feasibly play on Broadway, or is this just any role that, like a role that I would never be able to play, but I want to, like, really bad?
You can do both.
Can I do both?
You can do
okay.
both.
My ultimate dream role of all time is Elder Price in the Book of Mormon. I want to be Elder Price so